Start recording your life today. It does not matter what season you're in. Forget being shy. Whatever your financial circumstances, your family circumstances, your job, or even no job, all throughout human history, life events have been recorded. From the kings to the poets to your everyday people. It's how we keep humanity going. Historian books, everything. Obviously cinematography, all of that, it's more so recent. Even the recordings they did from a while back then when things were filmed in black and white, it's so cool to see. And even before the introduction of all these cameras, technology, the main way people kept track of history, events in life, pen to paper. We have it so easy. We just pick up a camera. It doesn't even have to be an expensive iPhone. It could be a nice, cute, cheap camcorder. This is life events. And of course, you may be thinking, oh, you're a YouTuber. Of course, you're saying pick up the camera. Look, even if you don't plan to ever share it to a broader audience, forecasting your life like I am, this could even just be something to keep within your family, the bloodline, the lineage, to look back on, like when we have our baby pictures. And you know what? It's one thing to have something in writing. That's well and good. You know, you can give more detail. It's one thing to have still images, but there's nothing like live action, face to face, here and now. People may say, oh, but I'm not photogenic. Oh, but maybe I'm not the best writer. But live action, you can really record your thoughts. It might also just be the fact that I love this kind of stuff. I love these topics. There was actually a point in time, you know, young, lost youth, when I was deciding what to do at uni. I did eventually do a law degree before dropping out. But there was a point where I was considering even studying history because this is so interesting to me. I'm even considering booking myself a solo trip to some sort of library, museum with like these books that I can read back into history. You know, all these historians we grew up hearing about, Shakespeare. Hey Siri, when was Shakespeare born?
William Shakespeare was born the 23rd of April, 1564.
I thought William Shakespeare would have been someone from the 1800s anyway. 1564, and the fact that modern day and he's still classed, he's got that title, that crown of the greatest English writer or poet to have ever lived. And that man was born how many years ago? The fact that your lineage, your legacy can go on for many decades to come. And the problem, someone like William, they had to do drawings and stuff to assume what he would have looked like by using context clues. But we, again, like I said, we've got the cameras. We see ourselves live in action. Like, there's never been a generation as high up, as high tech as us, who have access to all these things. That's why stuff like social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok. What's that one that used to be there and was removed? Vine. No wonder this whole thing exploded and became this, because this is brand new. There's even some people now, if you tell them, oh yeah, I do YouTube, oh yeah, I'm on social media, they won't understand because this is a new concept. And I think you should record your life. I started YouTube last year on and off. I've only started properly posting recently, and I'm thinking I wish I would have started my channel years ago, even up to like 5 years ago when I was homeless. I did a video on my channel, it's my second most viewed one, and I titled it My Experience Being Homeless in the UK. And whilst that was me recounting my experience, what I went through, I feel like it would have been more impactful, more deep if I had recorded right there and then. There's nothing like the here and now, because then you just have to rely on distant memories and you may not get all the facts right. And this life, it's just so interesting. This is not a new thing. Human history has always been recorded. That's why you even see different parts of the world. I don't know what it's called. You know, in Egypt where they have those drawings and it was depicting what it was like for them. And then I remember I was seeing some video and it was showing England like maybe 100 years ago or something, and it was showing how they all used to dress. And it's so crazy, like the different styles. Obviously back then they were much more covered. I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy to also view just how much humanity has changed. And of course I'm speaking on this from the context of a YouTuber. For those of you who maybe do want to, who have considered, if it was even a passing thought in your mind to start recording your life, I say do it. Even if a lot of people don't end up seeing it, it could just be that one. And I feel like many parts of the world are becoming so individualistic. We're forgetting the power of humanity, the power of genuine connection. And it's also something, because you've got that documentation, you can look back on it. I look back at some of my videos that I even made a year ago and I'm thinking, wow, I don't even remember posting this. Wow, it's crazy how much life has changed. Life changes so quickly in the blink of an eye. We could be going through something and it feels like we're going to be stuck like that forever. But then once you're out of it and then you look back and then you're like, oh, it almost seems like a bad memory. Like, oh, I can't believe I went through that. But again, let's not even call it a bad memory because all these things are molding. They're helping to prepare you to be the person that you are. And people, they record really, some even till the end of their life, you know. And this is tragic, you know, when some people, they're on their final leg, like the final straw, they know they're soon going to, you know. So then they'll record a video and they'll say, hi, this is whatever, this is my story, this is what I've been through. Like, guys, please document. There's actually this woman, and it's so sad, I never knew her, but she did one video that really went viral. And this is a sensitive topic, so if anyone doesn't want to hear this, and this topic, I know it can really affect some people, so I'm just warning you now. It's about sickness. So she had a certain sickness, she had, I believe, cancer, and I think when she got her diagnosis and she knew she was going to pass on, she did a video. And bear in mind, all her videos probably got basically like 100 views, like very few views. The one video that she did, I think it was titled Goodbye Friends or whatever, like she was passing on, that video got like millions of views plus. And it's crazy, she made more impact in her final moments when she was passing. It's like, then people cared. And you know what I mean? And I think typically she hadn't really been showing her face. If I remember what channel it was, I'll put it here, but if not, I couldn't find it, I'm sorry. And it's just like, wow, we shouldn't wait until the end. And you know that saying, show love people now, don't wait until they're gone. Some people, they only get their flowers once they're gone. What are we waiting for, and what are you scared of? Yes, I'm talking to you, my friend, because I know fear is the biggest thing that stops people. You want to record, but you're thinking this, you're thinking that, but there's nothing new under the sun. And the best way to put it, there's nothing so unique or different about your story that a million, billions of other people around the world are not going through. Is it your life circumstances? Many are going through the exact same thing as you, but sometimes we keep it on the hush hush. There's actually this one girl, I think her name's like Akutu XOX or something like that, and she did a video titled, I'm 33, I don't know, it was something about being 33, and then she put in the thumbnail, she was like, I feel like a loser. This video got like 2 million views and so many people were commenting, oh my days, Akutu, I thought it was only me, no one else talks about this, how she's like, she got her degree but she was unemployed, living off government assistance. Is it food stamps? Is it EBT? I don't know, she's American. In the UK we call it benefits. I know they have different terms in the States. But yeah, then people commenting, oh my days, I thought it was just me and I live with my parents and I've been through this. And even she described, the woman in the video, that she had even been through divorce. And it's like, wow, we're really all going through all those things, and sometimes people, they just need community. Because I saw, she showed that she had gotten countless DMs of people reaching out to her, girl, I thought it was just me, your story has really helped me. There's a singer called Queen Niger, she made a very viral song 7-8 years ago titled Medicine, and that song Medicine was created from the aftermath of her failed marriage. Her husband was a serial adulterer, and she literally turned her pain into success. She's always had that gift of singing. She's always wanted to be a singer. But little did she know the path that would catapult her into the entertainment industry, the singing world, because she was a YouTuber before, but not singing that much, would be singing about the heartbreak, about her song Medicine. And you can infer from the title, it's called Medicine. Basically, she was saying like, how would you like it if I did the same to you, give you a taste of your own medicine? Those are literally the lyrics. And she may have thought that I'm just sharing my story, I'm not thinking much of it, like, yeah, my husband did this, I'm getting divorced, this and that. And she said though, people literally telling her, not just from just that song, but she does speak from life experiences, she does other songs. Queen, your video helped me get through a breakup. Queen, your song, your story has stopped me from ending my own life, like literally to those extremes. And she's thinking, how? But whilst you're there just recording your life, you're thinking, oh, I'm going through this messy thing in my marriage, or I'm going through this financially, or this is my family, and you just share it, you're not thinking much of it, but you don't know who you could be touching. When I did my video about homelessness, in my head I'm like, I'm just sharing my story, it's not that big of a deal. And then, you know, you get DMs that your story really touched me, and people are opening up about their circumstances and what they've been through. You realize we're all in this together. You're not alone. Start recording your life today. It does not matter what season you're in. Forget being shy. Whatever your financial circumstances, your family circumstances, your job, or even no job, living conditions, it doesn't matter. Start today from where you are. And future you will be happy to have this to look back on, to see what you overcame that you thought you never would, to see what you passed through, how it made you stronger, how the very same things you thought would destroy you, would end your life completely, but now look, you've elevated to where you are now. This video just randomly came in my heart right now to do, and whether one person sees it, a million, it doesn't matter. I think there is someone who this message is specifically for, 100%. Start recording, start sharing. You sharing, just like with the examples I gave of the artist who shared about what she was going through, you don't know who else you could be saving. You know, sometimes people, they feel so isolated, they feel so alone, they think they're the only one going through whatever it is they're going through, and then you share your story and they're like, wait, so it's not just me. Oh wait, I'm having these family issues, I'm about to be kicked out, I'm going through this. It's like you feel seen, representation. It's like, it's not just me. Or my boss is treating me like this at work. There's gossip, my co-workers are setting me up. And then there's someone on YouTube saying, wow, they're going through the exact same thing as me. I'm in a job, I don't know what my future can be. I'm at this age, I haven't gotten married, I have no children, and I feel like I'm the only one. And then you can receive that healthy community, you can discuss. Maybe it's just me, the type of person I am. I love getting to know people and to know their stories. One of my favorite content to watch besides vlogs, lifestyle, is interviews. I like to know the person. Like, let's say there's a YouTuber that I like watching, or an actress, a doctor. Like, I want to know you. What is your family upbringing? What was it like? What life events made you who you are? It's just deeper and you feel connected all the more. It's just nice, you know? And I never get tired of watching interviews. And it's not just a one-off thing. That's why you could have, for example, an artist always doing multiple interviews, and it's because life is constantly changing. There was one particular video, and I'm not sure what YouTube channel it was on, but it was when it recorded certain celebrities a year apart, like every single year, to see how they've changed. I think it went viral because they did it on Billie Eilish. So they started off saying, hi, I'm Billie Eilish, I've got this many followers and I'm doing this, and whether she's happy or not. And then you see the progression year after year after year. And I don't know if you guys have heard the story where some people have recorded or took a picture of themselves every single day for a year, or those videos where they recorded themselves at 13 and then they recorded themselves again like 10 years later, or I feel like I'm rambling, or those things where people maybe write a note to themselves and they hide it away, or they dig it in the ground somewhere and they tell themselves, I'm not going to open this until 10 years. And it's just crazy to see where you go. I think there's even, what's his name? I Show Speed, he's very big on YouTube, Twitch, all of that. So there's a video he had done, and then he had titled it, Hi, Me in 3 years. So he did a video like years ago and scheduled it to post 3 years later. And little would he known that 3 years later, his channel would have catapulted, he's doing this, he's doing that. It's just a nice documentation of history. But yeah, let me not ramble to make this video too long. Start recording your life today. Bye-bye.